Good morning, children. Today, let us do Unit 6 Grammar, in which we are going to learn about voices in English grammar. We have two voices, one is active voice and the other one is passive voice. When we want to convey something strongly, directly, concisely, clearly, and to the point, we use active voice. Let us look at an example. I am watching this video. I is the subject, watching is the verb, video is the object. Usually in any sentence we have subject, verb and object. Here in active voice we know that subject is the doer of the action. Here we can see the subject is I. I am watching. Who is watching? I. So here I, the subject, is doing the action. Let us look at examples. Subject is the doer. Here the sentence is Sally is eating apples. Sally is the subject, eating is the verb, apples is the object. Dogs chase cats. Dogs is the subject, chase is the verb, cats is the object. She is beating him. She is the subject, beating is the verb, him is the object. He helped me. He is the subject, helped is the verb, me is the object. Understood this, children? So in these sentences, Sally is eating apples. Who is eating? Sally. Who is Sally? Sally is the subject. The subject is doing the action. So this is an active voice. Now let us check with the next one. Dogs chase cats. Chasing is the verb. Who is chasing? Dogs. And what are dogs? Dogs are the subject. So subject is doing the action. So this is an active voice. She is beating him. She is beating him. So here who is beating? She. And who is she? It is the subject. The subject is doing the action. So it is an active voice. He helped me. Who helped? He helped. And who is he? He is the subject. So this is an active voice. Now let us move on to passive voice. Passive voice is used when you choose to say in a more neutral way, as though you are the observer who is standing on the side, the bystander. Passive voice is used. So here when reporters, the news reporters want to tell something, they use this passive voice to report the news. So for the example, video was the object which is going to become as the subject. Okay, object became the subject. Being was being watched by her. This subject becomes the object here. Okay, so the video was being watched by her. Subject, verb and object is the format, and the verb is the receiver of the action. The verb is the receiver of the action. Let us look at few examples. Apples were eaten by Sally. So the previous examples we are converting it into passive voice. Apples were eaten by Sally. Apples were eaten by Sally. So here this becomes the subject. This is the object. This is the verb. Were eaten is the verb. Were chased is the verb. Cats is the subject and dogs object. He is the subject. Beaten, getting beaten is the verb. Her is the object. She was getting helped by him. She was getting helped by him. Getting helped is the verb. Him is the object. She is the subject. So here when you compare the sentences, the subject is becoming the object and object is becoming the subject. Let us learn the 3 golden rules how to convert active voice to passive voice. Let us look at the first rule, that is X. The subject becomes the object and the object becomes the subject. Let us look at these examples. Dogs chase cats. This, if you convert it into passive voice, cats were chased by dogs. Subject became the object. Object became the subject. Cats became the subject. Dogs became the object. Understood? The first rule is subject to object, object to subject. Okay, we have to change that way. The second golden rule is helping verbs. We use some helping verbs when we convert it into passive voice, like is, was, were, are. These helping verbs or auxiliary verbs are added to this sentence. The third rule is bystander. Bystander. Usually 99% of the sentences we use by in the sentence when we write it in passive voice. Now let us see whether we have followed all the three golden rules to write this passive voice. The object became the subject and the subject became the object. Where is the auxiliary verb that we have used? Chased by is the bystander that we have used. Cats were chased by dogs. Understood this, children? So now let us look into the textbook, page number 82, and understand how to convert active to passive voice. Page number 82, grammar, the passive voice. Everyone in the village liked Rip Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle was liked by everyone in the village. These are the two sentences. Now when we compare these two sentences, we know that everyone in the village is the subject, liked is the verb, Rip Van Winkle is the object. Okay, this is the subject, this is the verb, and this is the object. Now when we convert this into passive voice, the object will become the subject. Rip Van Winkle was liked. Was is the helping verb. Was liked by is the bystander. Everyone in the village. Okay. Subject became object and object became subject, and we have followed the three rules. What are the three golden rules? The first one is subject will become the object, object will become the subject. Second rule is we are going to use the helping verbs. Third rule is we are going to use the bystander. All three are there in this. Now let us read. Compare the two sentences. They convey the same message. In the first sentence, everyone in the village is the subject or agent. Liked is the verb and Rip Van Winkle is the object. Here the verb liked is said to be in active voice. Why is it said to be in active voice? Because the subject is the doer of the action. In the second sentence, the subject and the object have exchanged their positions and by is added to the agent. The verb liked is changed into was liked, be past participle of the verb. Here the verb is said to be in passive voice. Understood this, children? Now let us look at the notes which are given. Important thing which you have to remember are these two. Let us look at note 1. The tense of the verb does not change when we transform a sentence in active voice into passive voice or vice versa. Now, John paints portraits. John is the subject, paints is the verb, portraits is the object. Portraits are painted by John. Are is the helping verb or auxiliary verb. By is the bystander that we are using, and here we can see clearly that the object is changed to subject and the subject is changed to the object. So this is the passive voice. Umesh is planting a tree. A tree is being planted by Umesh. Here planting, which form is this? Continuous form is given. So being planted. Being, this is continuous, so this and this we are going to write like this. Understood? Now note 2. If a verb has two objects, Any one of the two objects may become the subject in the passive. I taught Ravi English. I is the subject. Taught is the verb. Ravi English. Both of them are objects. So you can take either Ravi as the subject or English as the subject. English was taught to Ravi by me, or Ravi was taught English by me. Understood? Anything is correct. Now they have given you a question. Read the following passage and underline all the verbs in passive voice. We watched a film and returned home late yesterday. We unlocked the door and entered our apartment. We were shocked. So here, were shocked, we have to underline. To find the whole place in disarray. Clothes were thrown everywhere. The cupboard was opened and my 3 new suits were missing. The handle of the iron safe was broken. We were surprised at how anyone could have got in when the door was locked. My wife found that the back door was left open. So was left open. Evidently, we had forgotten to close it when we left the house. An inventory of the missing property was prepared and a complaint was launched with the town police station. My wife and I were taught the lesson of our life. So here helping verbs wherever we are able to see along with the verb, we have underlined those because they are showing that the sentences are in passive voice. Understood, children? So let us see this. Change the following sentences into their corresponding passive forms. Rip Van Winkle helped the short man. Rip Van Winkle is the subject. Helped the short man is the object. Now change this. The short man was helped by Rip Van Winkle. Write the sentences as we discuss. The short men were playing 9 pins. The short men is the subject. 9 pins is the object. Were playing is the verb. Now let's begin with the object. 9 pins was being played by the short men. Okay? Here playing. ing form is there, so being we are going to use ing form, continuous tense. Rip tells stories to children. Rip is subject, tells is the verb, stories to children. Stories is object or children is also object. 2 objects are there, so you get 2 sentences here. Stories are told to children by Rip, or children are told stories by Rip. Anything is correct. Now the next 3 are for homework. Complete that. Okay? Write all this in your class workbook, children. Now Roman number 2, they have given adverbs of frequency. Already you have learned the adverbs of frequency. What are they? Always, frequently, usually, often, sometimes, rarely. All these are adverbs of frequency. Now let us read the first question. Given below are the students' responses to the question, how often do you walk to school? Read them carefully and write the names of the students in order, starting with the student who walks to school most often. So Narasimha Murthy is telling, I don't usually walk to school, I often go on a cycle. Appa Rao is telling, I never walk to school, I live very far away. Satyanarayana is telling, I always walk to school, I live right opposite the school. Krishnamurthy is telling, I sometimes walk to school, at times I take the bus too. Venkat Rao is telling, I usually walk to school, it's a nice way to start the day. So here you have to write the names. Always, more. Here they asked you to write the names in the order. Most often who are walking, those names you have to write. I always will come first. So Satyanarayana's name you have to write here. Then the next one is I usually, that means mostly he is going to walk. I usually walk to school. It's a nice way to start the day. So Venkat Rao's name you have to write. I sometimes walk to school. At times I take the bus. So this Krishnamurthi's name you have to write here. Then Narsimha Murthy is telling I don't usually walk to school. I often go on a cycle. So Narsimha Murthy, and last is Apara who tells I never walk to school. I live very far away. So you have to copy their names in order. Do this, children. In this you have second one, write as many sentences as you can about yourself using the following adverbs of frequency. You may talk about how often you play in the park, go to bed late, fuss over food, study hard, etc. First example is given. I often play in the park. So if you play every day, I always play in the park. I frequently play in the park. I usually play in the park. I often play in the park. I sometimes play in the park. I rarely play in the park. Like that, according to your habits, you have to write the sentences. Understood this, children? This is for homework. Page number 84, editing. Read the following passage. There is an error in each sentence. Identify and edit it. It were a hot summer day. It were a hot summer day. So here, were is not correct. It was a hot summer day. Many animals of the forest assembled in and near the pond. Many animal. Many means plural, and here animal is singular. So here what will come? Animals. Yes, will come. All of them were relaxing and talk. Talk will not come because here ing form is there. Here also ing will come. All of them were relaxing and talking. Just then a crow came flying and sat to a branch. Sat to a branch will not come. Sat on a branch is the correct way. An rabbit saw it. An will not come. The article here should be a rabbit saw it. Understood, children? So here we have changed an. Here to talk is changed. Here animals part is changed, and here where. All this you have to change. Understood grammar part, children? See you in the next class, children. Have a great day.